What do you think of these designs?
They are most inspiring.
I'm glad. Let's make them real.
We have to stop it!
The invasion's shadow. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, where stars burned like eternal fires and nebulae swirled in cosmic dances, the Zorathian Empire reigned supreme. For centuries, they had expanded their dominion, conquering lesser species with their superior technology and unyielding military might. Their ships, sleek and ominous, carved through hyperspace like predators stalking prey. At the helm of this formidable force was General Vrax'ul, a towering figure with iridescent scales that shimmered under the harsh lights of his command bridge. His eyes, for piercing orbs of crimson, missed nothing. He was a legend among his kind, a conqueror who had subjugated dozens of worlds without mercy. The Zorathians were a reptilian race, evolved from the harsh deserts of their homeworld, Zorath Prime. Their society was built on hierarchy and strength. The weak were culled, the strong ascended. Children, or hatchlings as they called them, were not nurtured in the human sense, but forged through trials from the moment they emerged from their eggs. It was a brutal system, designed to produce warriors. But even in this rigid structure, the hatchlings represented the future, the continuation of the Empire's glory. Earth, that blue-green marble on the fringes of the Milky Way, had long been on the Zorathians' radar. Human transmissions, leaking into space like careless whispers, painted a picture of a primitive species, divided, warlike, yet ingeniously adaptive. General Vrax'ul saw opportunity. They squabble among themselves, he had snarled to his council. We will unite them under our boot. The invasion began at dawn on a crisp autumn day in 2047. Zorathian warships materialized in Earth's orbit, their cloaks dropping like shed skins. Panic swept the globe as massive shadows blotted out the sun over major cities. Beams of energy lanced down, disintegrating military installations with surgical precision. Human fighters scrambled, but they were outmatched, missiles deflected by force fields, jets vaporized midair. In the United Nations Emergency Command Center, buried deep beneath the Swiss Alps, world leaders huddled around holographic displays. President Elena Vasquez of the United States, her face etched with determination, addressed the room. We can't win a straight fight, but humans have always excelled at the unconventional. We adapt. We innovate. We survive. Among the advisors was Dr. Marcus Hale, a xenobiologist who had spent his career studying potential extraterrestrial life. Their tech is advanced, he said, pointing to scans of the alien vessels, but they're biological beings. They have weaknesses. We need intelligence on their ships, their society. As the first ground troops descended, Zorathian warriors in armored exosuits, wielding plasma rifles, humanity fought back with guerrilla tactics. Cities became battlegrounds, improvised explosives in subways, hackers disrupting alien comms with viruses cobbled from consumer tech. But the Zorathians pressed on, capturing key population centers. It was during one such assault on New York that the unexpected happened. A Zorathian dropship, carrying a contingent of elite soldiers and, unbeknownst to humans, a nursery pod of hatchlings en route to a forward base, was hit by a lucky EMP from a hidden human resistance cell. The ship crashed into Central Park, its hull splitting open like a cracked egg. First responders arrived amid the chaos, firefighters, paramedics, and a group of volunteers led by Sarah Jennings, a pediatric nurse who had lost her own child in the initial bombardment. Amid the wreckage, they found not just dead aliens, but something else, small, scaly forms wriggling in the debris. Hatchlings. Dozens of them, no larger than human toddlers, their eyes wide with terror, hissing weakly. What the hell are these? A firefighter muttered, rifle raised. Sarah knelt down, her medical instincts kicking in. One hatchling, its scales a soft emerald, reached out a tiny claw. It wasn't aggressive, it was scared. They're kids, she whispered. Alien kids. Against protocol, they didn't kill them. Instead, they bundled the survivors, 23 in total, into vans and spirited them away to a hidden bunker. Word spread through resistance networks. The aliens had children aboard. Vulnerable ones. Back on the flagship, General Vrax'ul received the report. The hatchlings gone? Captured by the primitives? His roar echoed through the corridors, scales flaring in rage. But the invasion demanded his focus. He assumed the humans would slaughter them as trophies. How wrong he was. In the bunker, Sarah and her team cared for the hatchlings. They were resilient, but malnourished by Zorathian standards, fed nutrient paste designed for rapid growth, not comfort. Human ingenuity shone. They adapted baby formula, created warm enclosures mimicking desert heat. The hatchlings, deprived of their harsh upbringing, began to bond. One, whom Sarah named Lizard, later Zura, even curled up in her lap, purring softly, a sound no Zorathian had ever heard from their young. As weeks turned to months, the war raged. Humans, drawing on their history of resilience, from world wars to pandemics, formed alliances. Scientists reverse-engineered captured tech, turning alien weapons against them. But the real turning point was the hatchlings. Interrogating adult prisoners yielded little, but the young ones, with their developing minds, absorbed human language quickly. They spoke of the Empire's cruelties, how weak hatchlings were abandoned, how survival was a test from birth. Dr. Hale saw potential. If we raised them right, they could be allies. Show them humanity's compassion. The resistance agreed. The hatchlings were integrated into hidden communities, taught Earth's ways. They played with human children, learned empathy, creativity, concepts alien to Zorathian doctrine. Zira, the boldest, drew pictures of stars with crayons, dreaming not of conquest, but exploration. General Vrax'ul, monitoring from orbit, grew suspicious. Scout reports mentioned stolen young, inhuman broadcasts, propaganda, surely. But doubt not. Find them, he ordered. Retrieve our future. The search intensified, but humans were clever. They moved the hatchlings constantly, using decoys and misinformation. In one raid on a suspected site, Zorathians found only holograms, human tech mimicking their own. Earth was scarred, but unbroken. And in secret, a generation of Zorathian hatchlings was being reshaped by human kindness, setting the stage for betrayal or revolution, the bonds of empathy. As the conflict dragged into its second year, the Zorathian Empire poured more resources into Earth. Reinforcements arrived, massive dreadnoughts that eclipsed the moon, orbital bombardments that turned deserts to glass. General Vrax'ul paced his command deck, his tail lashing like a whip. These humans are vermin, he hissed to his second-in-command, Captain Srath. They fight without honor, hiding in shadows. But the humans had evolved their strategy. Underground networks spanned continents, powered by geothermal energy and shielded from scans. In one such haven, deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, the hatchlings thrived. Now resembling human preteens in size, their scales hardened but their minds softened by Earth's influences. Sarah Jennings had become their surrogate mother. You're not tools for war, she told them during lessons. You're individuals. Dream big. Zira, the emerald-scaled leader, excelled in art and science. She built models of spaceships, not for destruction, but for travel. Humans explore, she said in accented English. Why conquer when you can discover? Other hatchlings followed suit. Krax, a burly one with obsidian scales, learned martial arts from resistance fighters, not Zorathian brutality, but disciplined defense. Strength protects the weak, his trainer said, echoing human philosophies. News of the adopted aliens leaked strategically. Human media broadcasted stories, the children of the stars, showing hatchlings helping in farms, learning music. It boosted morale, but also sowed discord among Zorathian ranks. Lower soldiers, hearing rumors, questioned their mission. Are we invaders or liberators? One whispered. General Vrax'ul dismissed it as psyops. Lies. Our hatchlings would never betray us. But intelligence reports confirmed. The lost nursery pod was alive, integrated. Fury boiled. He launched Operation Reclamation, elite strike teams to infiltrate human strongholds. One team, led by Lieutenant Draxor, breached a decoy site in Siberia. They found evidence, drawings, toys mixed with Zorathian artifacts. They've corrupted them, Draxor reported. En route back, their ship was ambushed by human stealth fighters, enhanced with reverse-engineered cloaks. In the wreckage, survivors were captured. Interrogations revealed more. A Zorathian prisoner, broken by human torture, which was really just isolation and questions, admitted the Empire's hatchling program was flawed. Many die in training. It's inefficient. Dr. Hale proposed a bold plan. Use the hatchlings to negotiate. Show the aliens what they've become. Peace through example. But Vrax'ul struck first. A massive assault on the Rockies. Orbital strikes cracked the Earth, but humans evacuated in time, hatchlings in tow. In the chaos, Zero was separated, captured by Zorathian forces. Back on the flagship, Vrax'ul confronted her. Traitor, you've forgotten your blood. Zero, unafraid, met his gaze. I remember, but humans taught me better. You throw away the weak. They lift them up. Enraged, Vrax'ul ordered reconditioning, a brutal process of neural shocks. But Zero resisted, her human-forged will unbreakable. She escaped during transfer, aided by sympathetic guards swayed by her words. Reunited with Sarah, Zero shared intel. The Empire's weakness, over-reliance on central command. Cut the head, the body falls. Humans launched counteroffensives. Hackers, using hatchling-translated codes, infiltrated Zorathian networks. Sabotage rippled, ships malfunctioned, supplies vanished. Alliances formed. More Zorathian defectors joined, drawn by tales of the stolen hatchlings who lived freely. The war shifted. Humans weren't just surviving. They were winning hearts, the turning tide. The third year brought desperation to the Zorathians. Their supply lines stretched thin, morale crumbling. General Vrax'ul, once unassailable, faced mutiny whispers. The humans have our young, soldiers murmured, and they thrive without our ways. On Earth, the hatchlings were teenagers now, strong, intelligent hybrids of two worlds. Zero led a squad of them, training in mixed tactics, Zorathian agility with human strategy. They became symbols, featured in global broadcasts. We are the bridge, Zero declared in a viral speech. In this war, Vrax'ul, monitoring from orbit, saw red. They mock us. He planned the final push, a planet-wide assault, codenamed Extinction Dawn. Fleets converged, weapons primed for genocide. But humans anticipated. Using defectors' info, they struck preemptively. Space elevators, built in secret from alien scrap, launched boarding parties. Hatchlings boarded enemy ships, appealing to crews. Join us. Freedom awaits. Chaos ensued. On Vrax'ul's flagship, alarms blared as human forces breached. Zero confronted the general in the bridge. Surrender. Your empire falls. Vrax'ul roared, lunging with claws extended. You are no Zorathian. The humans stole you, corrupted our children. The battle was fierce, plasma fire, hand-to-hand combat. Humans and allied Zorathians fought side by side. Vrax'ul, wounded, broadcasted galaxy-wide. The humans stole our children. They twist them into abominations. The message backfired. Across the Empire, colonies rebelled, inspired by the stolen once success. Worlds seceded, seeing humanity's model as superior. In the climax, Zero disarmed Vrax'ul. We weren't stolen. We were saved. The general, defeated, was captured. The invasion collapsed, echoes of a new dawn. Peace came not with fanfare, but quiet rebuilding. Zorathian ships retreated, treaties signed. The hatchlings, now adults, became ambassadors. Zero returned to Zorath Prime, reforming society, ending cults, embracing compassion. General Vrax'ul, imprisoned on Earth, reflected. His scream echoed in history, but as a warning. Conquest breeds resistance. Kindness forges alliances. Humanity, forever changed, looked to stars not as threats, but partners. HFY, humanity's spirit triumphed, not through might, but empathy. Years later, Zero stood on a unified world, her children, human Zorathian hybrids, playing freely. We were never stolen, she said. We were found.